Jackie Chan's childhood passed under the shadow of poverty and strict discipline. At the China Drama Academy, he received 10 years of intense training in Beijing opera. There, he not only learned acrobatics and martial arts, but also the self-discipline that later became his true identity. In the beginning, he worked as a stuntman in films of Bruce Lee, where he was paid simply to get hit and fall. After Bruce Lee's sudden death, the entire industry was searching for the next Bruce Lee. Jackie was also pushed into that mold, but he knew he was not born to be someone's reflection. He was meant to create an identity of his own. After establishing himself in Hong Kong's film industry, Jackie Chan experimented with something that changed the direction of action films. He realized that he could never become a serious and angry fighter like Bruce Lee. Instead, he added comedy to his action style. Films like Drunken Master turned him into a superstar across Asia. In these films, he fought, fell, and made audiences laugh at the same time. It was during this period that he decided to perform all his own stunts, no matter how dangerous they were, because he wanted every scene on screen to feel real and alive. After achieving immense fame in Asia, Jackie's next target was Hollywood. However, the path proved far more difficult and discouraging than expected. His early Hollywood films, such as The Big Brawl and The Cannonball Run, failed to create the box office magic he had hoped for. American directors struggled to understand Jackie's unique style and tried to impose a Western-style action format on him. As a result, his creativity remained restricted. This was a challenging period in his life, when he was repeatedly rejected due to language barriers and cultural differences. Yet his determination remained stronger than the highest mountains. After several unsuccessful attempts, Jackie returned to Hong Kong and created masterpieces that set new standards for action cinema, with Police Story at the top of the list. During this film, he performed an extremely dangerous stunt, where he slid down a pole and crashed to the ground, suffering severe injuries. Yet it was exactly this madness that made him stand apart from others. He proved that he was not just an actor, but an artist willing to risk his life for his craft. News of his unique identity and deadly stunts once again began echoing across the borders into Hollywood. Finally, in 1995, Jackie Chan knocked on Hollywood's door in a way that could not be ignored through the film Rumble in the Bronx. The success of this movie convinced American audiences that action was not only about guns and explosions, but also about physical agility and perfect timing. Jackie proved that an Asian actor could achieve global fame on his own terms. During the filming of this movie, he broke his foot, yet he continued shooting by wearing a shoe over his cast. This became a powerful example of his professionalism and dedication to his work. Jackie Chan's true breakthrough in Hollywood came with Rush Hour, where his partnership with Chris Tucker became an instant sensation. The film not only earned millions of dollars, but also made Jackie a household name. He was no longer just a stuntman. He had become a global icon. Even though his English was not perfect, the language of his expressions and action was understood all over the world. Films like Shanghai Noon and The Medallion further strengthened his position, placing him among the highest-paid actors in Hollywood. Jackie Chan's life is a long story of injuries and broken bones. There is hardly any part of his body that has not been hurt. During the filming of Armor of God, he fell from a tree, leaving a hole in his skull and bringing him face to face with death. These were moments when any ordinary person would have given up. But Jackie believed that to provide the best entertainment to audiences, one must be willing to go to any limit. His scars are witnesses to his success, proving that greatness is always paid for with blood and sweat. After decades of hard work and hundreds of films, Jackie Chan was finally honored in 2016 with an honorary Oscar at the Academy Awards. When he stepped onto the stage to receive his award, the years he had spent performing stunts in the streets of Hong Kong were reflected in his eyes. It was not just an award. It was the reward for the hard work he had started when he had nothing. Jackie proved that barriers of race, language, and culture can never stand in the way of true talent and dedication. Jackie Chan's journey teaches us that there is no shortcut to success, and those who dream big must also be willing to pay a big price. His life carries a powerful message. When the world rejects you, do not change your identity. Instead, work so hard that the world is forced to recognize you by your own name. Giving up is the easiest path, but staying strong is true courage. Remember, falling is not failure. Refusing to rise again is. Like Jackie, turn your wounds into strength, because those who carve their own path toward their destination are the ones whose names history writes in golden letters.